is that syllable closed, and then E is the...
No, it's an open syllable. Technically, this is an open syllable. Short vowel open syllable. You don't like that, do you? You're right. It shouldn't be there, come to think of it. I don't know. It's just what it is. All right. I can't satisfy you on that one, Skip. I'm going to have to...
I was looking at number 6 in the exercise book. That it had a... It sort of... It doesn't have the same ending, so connecting...
Hang on to your question, okay? We'll get back to the book, and we're getting too confused. All right, next one. The next form is the second singular, or feminine singular, which is that katalt form, right? Again, we're conjugating the verb katal, katala, katalta, katalt, katalti. Here's that goofy katalt form. Now look what happens here. Isn't this annoying? The t ending shows up as a t ending. Isn't that cute? No change from t to t. That's because if you just saw katalti, you'd think it's first person, right? You'd think it's I killed. Here it's you, feminine singular, killed. Now this is much ado about nothing, because this hardly ever occurs, all right? So again, I'm not asking you to learn this stuff. We're just sort of going through it so you get some feel for what can happen to you. And if you ever get stuck, go look it up. But you're probably rarely going to see this form. No. Yeah, there's a much higher percentage of irregular and unusual forms on tests than in real life. Is that the assumption we're working on?
That's what we're testing.
Yeah, no, that's untrue. Which means that this form and this form actually look the same, because in the first person you got the T and you still keep the T. Now, even if you have these forms, and even if you're confused, there's still one more control, and that's whether the suffix makes sense. See? Because the suffix has got to be different from the subject of the verb. In other words, you wouldn't say you killed you any more than you'd say I killed me. All right? You can't, Hebrew does not express the reflexive pronoun this way. There's a different way of saying I killed me in the sense of I killed myself. We can say that in English, but you wouldn't do that in Hebrew. All right? What they have is a reflexive form of the verb that implies that you're doing the action to yourself. But we haven't learned it yet. So that's why I changed, when I finally got the I killed here, I changed the object to him, because you wouldn't say I killed me, you'd say I killed somebody else. Okay?
You killed me.
Huh?
Who can say you killed me other than Christ?
Oh man.
You don't have to answer that.
It's an exercise. It's a chart.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
That was a great routine. You knocked them dead. You really killed me on that one. Would you ever say that? Yeah, you might. Okay, all right, are you satisfied? You know, I know why I try to stay away from these afternoon sessions. All right, we got one more fun one to come, all right? And it's not the next one. All right, katalu, if you just did katalu, you know what katalu means. Katalu means they katal, right? They killed. But if you added a suffix like ni, there's really no change in the verb here except the accent shifts, and again you're going to get propretonic vowel reduction. So instead of katalu, they killed me, you get kitaluni. Leave it alone. Kitaluni. But now look at this one. Here's the last fun one, okay? Kitaltem. Kitalten. These are the second person plurals where the ending is tem and ten, right? Both of these second plurals, when you add an object suffix to them, before you add a suffix, change to the ending to. The ending to. So tem and 10 show up as 2. All right, that's a little weird. And now, instead of parsing this as second masculine plural or second feminine plural, it's actually a second common plural, because it's one gender. And then you add the ending to that. So you get kittal tu ni, kittal tu ni, and you couldn't tell whether this was you masculine or y'all feminine. Get it? But that too is kind of cute, isn't it? It's one of my favorite little things there. Finally, the first person plural, katal nu, the nu is retained. That's really not a problem. Nu stays nu, but the accent shifts. So instead of katal nu, before a suffix, it's going to be kital lu. Sorry, it's going to be kital nu plus the suffix. And if the suffix is who, the who is the him. So it's we killed him. Do you understand how this chart works? This is as much to show you the chart, help you understand what's going on in the chart, help you use the chart, but stop short of telling you to go learn this chart because it's not worth it.